So the Mishnah says, we're up by the two dots here, "Ve'ein mistafer mehen b'chol makim." You never take a haircut from a pagan. So we have although the Chachamim say publicly you could, but Rameir holds not. Taner Rabbi Yisrael mistafer ve'akum roi b'mar ve'akum mistafer Yisrael kim shegil l'isa shem yadai. That a Jew could take a haircut by a pagan if he looks in the mirror, make sure he doesn't kill him or something, The pagan could get a haircut by a Jew. Once the Jew reaches a special pagan hair, he has to stop cutting to make sure he doesn't make it nicer by cutting near it. Amar Srol Mistaper Meakim Rei B'Mara. That a Jew who is getting a haircut by a pagan, he should look in the mirror. So, Hechi Dame, what is this talking? Rishus Rabim Lamli Mara, Rishus Yachid Ki Roi Mai Have. So they ask, what difference does it make if he's looking in the mirror or not? If it's in the public, why does he need a mirror? To make sure he won't hurt him. He's not going to pull a Sweeney Todd on him. And if he's in private, even the mirror not going to stop him. And the answer is that most people don't have mirrors. So if he has a mirror, it makes him look important, and so he's going to be afraid to hurt him. Chana Rabizna was having his haircut by a pagan on the road to Narda. The pagan said, Chana, your neck is ready for the scissors. Amar tasted the Avrida the Rebbe Meir, meaning he wanted to kill him, and he said that's what he gets for violating Rebbe Meir's teaching. But then he also violated the rabbi's taught. Eimed Amar Rabbanim b'Rishus Harabim b'Rishus Yachid mi Amar Usavu Shvilei Narda Kevin Shchiche Rabim K'Rishus Harabim Damo. So he said the rabbi is only permitted to take a haircut publicly. Is this public? He says since so many people walk through this area, it's like a public thoroughfare. So we're by the new two dots. Va'akum Mistapim Yisrael Kevin Shigil Luisa Shem Yadai. What is this about? The Jew cutting the pagan's hair, how the Jew has to hold back from cutting around the special pagan lock of hair that he would have in the middle. So the answer is he says to have 3 finger breaths in each direction, says Ramalki in the name of Avodah Zarah, around this special lock of hair in order it shouldn't look like he's improving the pagan lock of hair that was devoted to the pagan idol. Amar of Chanina Breder of Ika Shaput Shvachis V'Gumais Shel Malkiai Bloris Efer Mikla Gvina Shel Rav Malkiah Gumas Malkiai Bloris Efer Mikla Gvina Rav Malkiah. So China Barika said that we have 2 rabbis who have similar names, Rav Malkiah and Rav Malkiah. So the laws considering the a spit to roast on, and maidservants and holes in the ground, and pores. That's Rav Malkiah. And Bloris, the pagan hair, for makla, ashes from an oven. Ukvina, and the laws about cheese, rulings about cheese, that's Rav Malkiah. So Amar of Papa, and we have these elsewhere in Shas. Amar of Papa, Masnisa and Masnisa Rav Malkiah, Shmaitza Rav Malkiah, Simonach Masnisa Malksa. So Rav Papa disagreed. He said if it's from the Tanaic era, that's Rav Malkiah, he was a Tana. If it's the Amoraic era, from the later rabbis of the Talmud, that's Rav Malkiah. And the way we know this is that a Mishnah is a queen. Masnisa Malksa, they both end with the feminine. Malkiah is masculine, Malkiah is feminine. My benayu k'benayu shvachis. And so therefore, the ruling of the maidservants that Rav Chanina Bar Ika attributed to Rav Malkiah would have to be attributed to Rav Malkiah because it's a Mishnaic teaching. Alright, so we're at the end of our Amud, and now we have a Mishnah. Pretty long Mishnah. Mishnah says, Eilu dvarim shel akum asurin, v'isurin isur hanoah. These are the following things that are prohibited to use from a pagan. Not only are we prohibited from eating or drinking them, but even from doing business with them or having any benefit, giving them to guests or neighbors or feeding our animals. Hayayin v'chayim shel akum sh'oisim tchilas hayayin v'cheres hadriani v'oris levuvin v'mishim l'lil oimer mizman sheker shalei agol aser b'mashuch mutter. So wine, because wine you can't use because they could offer the wine as a libation to their idol, and that also includes vinegar that's made of wine for the same reason. Earthenware from the Hadrianic collection there. What's that? Is that because it soaks in the wine. And skins that you buy from animal where the hole is right next to the heart, because probably it was offered to an idol. And Shimon Gamliel says that that's only if there's a round cut on the skin that's prohibited, but a straight, long cut, that's okay. Basar nichnas la'akum mutter v'yotze asam nishu k'zivchei mesin v'rebekiva. This is an interesting discussion. It should be interesting also to Christians, because in the Christian Bible, Paul discusses the same questions about meat that was offered before idols, and we see that the rabbis also discussed lahavdil the same questions. So the rabbis seem to say that meat that goes into an idol, into a idolatrous temple, it's on its way in, and before it goes in, the Jew buys it before they bring it in, that you can eat. But once it's taken in there, you can't take it out, because it's as if it was sacrificed to an idol. That's according to Rabbi Akiva. The Rabbi Akiva, Holchem Musarfus Asal Seis Seis Men Vaboin Mutarin. And then the Mishnah teaches a different law, that pagans who are on their way to a pilgrimage for an idol, you can't do business with them, but those who are on their way home, you can do business with them. Alright, we'll buy the two dots here. Noidas ha'akum ha'kankaneim v'yayin shel Yisrael kanus b'hen asurin v'surin isur ha'noah t'v'meir v'chamamar men isurin isur ha'noah. He said, what if you put kosher Jewish wine into a leather flask or an earthenware jug? So according to Rabbi Meir, not only is the wine itself prohibited, but the prohibition is a prohibition of even getting benefit from it, doing business with it. But the sages say, no, you can't drink it, it's not kosher, but you can sell it to a non-Jew or something. Right, the next two dots here are chetzanim. Vazogin shal akum asurin v'surin isur anad v'meir v'chamam maimim lachin asurin v'veshin mutarin. Grape seeds and grape peels of pagans are prohibited with a prohibition against any benefit. According to Rameir, the sages say if they're moist, they're prohibited because they have wine on them. If they're dry, they're not wine. This is because Rameir holds that pulp and things is actually wine, and the sages say no, it's not. Hamurius agvina space un Yaki shall akum asurin Visur Nisarana, the Meir of Chamamayim Nisur Nisaranoa. Next thing is something called Murias, which is Rashi says here Hamurias, and you see it's right on the top. Shem and Shaldagim is fish oil, and what just happened here?